Guys, are you ready? I'm gonna motivate you through movement, so everybody up on your feet. Everybody up on your feet, start to clap it out. I want you to tell your neighbor that you appreciate them. Tell your neighbor, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What you appreciate, it appreciates in value. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you have the power to unlock someone's greatness by the words that you speak. You have the ability to pull forward someone's gifts and talents by the words that you speak. You also have the ability to unlock your own greatness by the words that you speak to yourself. So stand nice and tall. Stand nice and tall. Bicep curls. So what do you say about yourself? How do you think about yourself? I don't know if you've heard this before, but your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your character becomes your destiny your legacy. And every single one of you was destined for leadership. Keep going. Every single one of you is a leader. You're a leader at home, work, with your friends. You're a leader. Tom Lieberman had this amazing analogy about leadership. And a lot of times we think of a pyramid and the leader is at the top of that pyramid and everyone is working to keep that leader up top. But in true leadership, that pyramid is flipped upside down. And as a true leader, you are at the base of that. You are at the bottom of that, working to push other people up, working to inspire other people and bring the best out of them. So true leaders don't ask for their load to be lighter. They ask for their shoulders to be stronger. Start to hit your shoulders. Start to hit your shoulders. Start to hit your shoulders. Every single one of you was called, created, and destined to be a leader. And I'm going to pull that out of you today. And I'm going to fan that flame today. You have an opportunity to walk out of here different. You have an opportunity to walk out of here stronger. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You are destined to be a leader. You are destined to push humanity forward. You are destined to make a difference. Today is the day where we change. Today is the day where we flame that flame. Are you ready? Squat, clap, punch, punch. Squat, clap, punch, punch. Come on, come with me. Come on. Come on. I want you to keep moving while I talk to you. Keep moving. I want you to punch out anything that doesn't serve you. I want you to punch out anything that's trying to stop you from being the leader that you were called and created to be. I want you to punch out worry. I want you to punch out fear. I want you to punch out doubt. I want you to punch out limitations. Punch out anything that's trying to stop you from being who you were called to be. Today is the day where we call the gift forward, where we call the talents forward, where we start to walk in purpose. You were created in purpose. You were created on purpose. And you were created for a purpose. And today is the day where we recognize that purpose and we take our power back. So you punch out anything that doesn't serve you, anything that's trying to rob you of that. You punch it out. Beautiful. Right here. Push it up. I want you to push it up. Just push it up. Let me talk to you. Push it up. I don't know what season you're in your life. I don't know what season you're in your life. I don't know if this is a mountaintop season. I don't know if you're in a valley. I don't know if things feel like they've been hard and overwhelming. I don't know what season you're in. But what I do know without a shadow of a doubt is there is a reason for the season, and that you are never, ever, ever in the history of your life given any more than you can handle. What I do know is that you are anointed, appointed, and assigned for this season in your life. You are ready for this season in your life. Are you with me? One more time. Squat. Same thing. Same thing. Keep going. Same thing. Keep going. This is what we're doing. We're closing the gap between where we are in our life and where we want to be. We're closing the gap. You're gonna have to layer in some discipline. You're gonna have to layer in some hope. You're gonna have to layer in some focus. You're gonna have to layer in some things. But today is the day where we take our power back and we close the gap between where we are and where we were intended to be. And if you feel like you're in a valley, and maybe you've been in that valley a little bit too long, maybe you've been in the valley longer than you were intended to be in the valley, today is the day where we fight our way out of the valley. Today is the day where we get to that mountaintop. Some people never ever enjoy the view from the mountaintop because they're not willing to put in the work to get to the mountaintop. Some people never enjoy the mountaintop because they're not willing to put a demand on their potential. March it out. March it out. You got to be willing to put a demand on your potential. As you march it out, I want you to visualize yourself in your lane. I want you to visualize yourself running your race. What your race is your assignment. And you are graced for your race. Hear me when I tell you this. You are graced for your race. What does that mean? That means that there's not one challenge that you will face in your race that you cannot overcome. There is not one obstacle that you will face in your race that you cannot overcome. If it's on your plate, you can handle it. You are graced for your race. You will never, ever, ever be given any more than you can handle. Today's the day where we dream big. Today's the day where we dream bigger. Today's the day where we remind ourselves of that dream that we had for our lives since we were a little girl. I want you to remind yourself of that dream. And today's the day where we resuscitate it and breathe life back into that dream. Have a seat. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So I motivate through movement. That is the gift and call and assignment on my life. And someone asked me a couple weeks ago, were you always this person? Have you always been this confident? And the answer is no. I wasn't always her. I wasn't always me. I wasn't always this. There was a time in my life where my husband and I, who's here, Jerome Davis, we got married and started our family. And before we got married and started our family, I was a professional athlete. I ran track for Nike. At one point, I was ranked in the top 25 in the world at 100 meters. We got married, thank you. And we got married and started our beautiful family. And the only way that I knew how to do it was how my mom did it. My mom made a decision to stay home with us. My dad was a professional athlete. He traveled all over the country in professional baseball. And the only way I knew how to do it was how my mom did it. And after my second baby, I struggled with postpartum depression. It had me on the couch. I was literally paralyzed in this depression. It physically overtook my body to the point where I could not get up and function. And one day, my husband comes home and he says, baby, there's a yoga and spin studio down the street from us. It's walking distance. He said, I went in and I talked to the owner, and she's waiting for you. He said, the world is waiting for you. You've been called and created to be an encourager, and it's time to get back up and go. And it wasn't but by the grace of God and having a husband that saw the gifts in me and was willing to speak to the gift. You have the ability to speak to the gifts of the people in your life, your children, your husband, your friends, your family. You have the ability to unlock that greatness. So surround yourself with people that will support your gift and that will speak to your gift and that will fan that flame on the inside of you. You got to have people in your life that'll hold your arms up when you can't hold your own arms up, that'll see the gift in you and speak to that gift. So I am forever grateful for that. And I'm here to speak to your gift. I'm here to say that I see you. I'm here to say that you are equipped for this season in your life and for the assignment. Every single one of us has been given a race, and we are graced for that race. You are graced for your race. And I want you to think about a gigantic coffee mug. And I want you to be big and bold in that gift and allow it to overflow. And if we could just have the privilege to sip from the saucer of your gift, if we can just sip from the saucer, you will push humanity forward and make a difference because your dream is valid. Your dream is necessary. That burn in your belly and that desire in your heart is purpose. And from the time that you were knitted in your mama's womb, downloaded in your DNA is the capacity to run your race. You have the capacity to be all that you were called, created to be. So if you're here today and you've put that dream on the back burner and you've allowed it to die, it's okay because we are breathing life back into it and we are resuscitating that dream. And I'm here today to encourage you and tell you that you got this, you can do this, and that you are graced for your race. Thank you.